What's up, YouTube? We got a yo-yo review to do today. This is the One Drop Gauntlet. So, the One Drop Gauntlet is the second sort of budget yo-yo that One Drop put out. One Drop, see? Like it? Love it. Second sort of budget yo-yo that One Drop put out. First, they put out the Vanguard, which is sort of an H-shaped yo-yo. And then shortly after that, I believe in early 2016, they put out the Gauntlet. So the Gauntlet's been out for a little while. You can still find some in stock. This is sort of One Drop's budget. Everybody, you know, if you're going to pick your first One Drop, this is probably a pretty good one. So let's talk about it a little bit. So shape, diameter and stuff. Diameter of the yo-yo is 55.89 millimeters. The width is 47.33 millimeters, which is pretty wide. I really like wide yo-yos, and I've been enjoying this quite a bit, and its width. The gap width is 4.5 millimeters, which is pretty standard. The weight is an even 66 grams, which is right in my sweet spot. Comes with standard One Drop 10 ball bearing, flow groove pads, designed in the USA, machined in the USA. $49 for solid colors. Nickel plated, I think, is 70, and same thing with splashes. I think they're 70, but solid colors, $49. This one was an NQP. There are two little marks where the color didn't set on mine. I got this in a trade, and I've been loving it because I traded a yo-yo that I didn't play very much, and I got this, and I've pretty much played it a ton since I got it. Got this cool Iron Man half swap. Love it. White Zipline string, looking amazing, playing amazing. So let's talk about the shape a little bit. It's an organic shape, very comfy in the hand, but it's also got a step in the middle of it, and it's a pretty wide yo-yo. I would say shape-wise very similar in shape, at least overall profile shape, to the OC, which is the R Throwers powered by G squared yo-yo. Very similar in shape, sort of profile to that, but you'll notice a lot of these wider yo-yos, and the Seraph would fall into this category as well, have a lot of rim weight. They're very, like, you know, set up for kind of performance. This is not, and One Drop's not really, they have performance yo-yos, but they don't do all of them. Sometimes they're like, let's just make this a fun yo-yo, and this is a fun yo-yo. You know, kind of a more overall even weight distribution in the cup. No side effects on this one. It helps keep the cost down a little bit, and it's pretty much just as wide, maybe just a hair wider than the OC, but the OC is kind of a wider yo-yo too. I do enjoy wider yo-yos. Diameter is also just a little bit bigger. I actually really like this a lot more than I liked the O-shaped Benchmark, because they share similar profiles with the step in the middle. The Benchmark O also had a step in the middle, but this one's a lot wider, and I really like that. This is, in my opinion, a much more yo-yo suited for me. The Benchmark O just wasn't. This is a little more organic, a little wider, a little bit just good. If this was to be your first foray into One Drop yo-yos, it really does kind of give you a little bit of what One Drop's about, which is, you know, good performance and good overall, but kind of a interesting weight distribution and just a really fun yo-yo as well. So that's probably enough about me gushing over it. Let's go throw it around a little bit. I'll show you what it can do. All right, we are back with the One Drop Gauntlet. So first thing you're going to notice on throwing this yo-yo is that it's not super powerful, but it's very solid feeling yo-yo. Like, it doesn't have a ton of rim weight, but it's got rather large rims. Like, these come up a lot. This is a rather large piece of metal. So there's a good bit of weight, so it just, because of the sort of evenly distributed rim weight, you don't get a lot of power, but you get a lot of, like, solidity. I don't know. It's probably the best way to put it. It just feels solid. It has a nice thunk at the end of the string, but it doesn't play like a rock or anything because it's not that heavy of a yo-yo. There we go. Even though this one's an NQP and I did trade for it, I didn't buy it new, it's still very smooth. All One Drops are pretty smooth. They're pretty much dead on. I don't think I've ever had one that was not, like, dead smooth. So this is no exception. One Drop smooth. Just perfection in every bit of everything. Even though this one's not quite perfect. Really nice. Pure matte finish. Grinds pretty well. What I kind of like about the pure matte finish is that it seems to be incredibly durable. And in that sense, I like that a lot because I like to carry my one drops a lot. Like, I like them a lot, and I like to throw them and bring them with me when I go places. And the pure matte finish just kind of gives me that extra little bit of confidence that, like, it's not, even if I do something to it, it's not going to get beat up real bad, and it's still going to be, you know, a good ano. I think it looks really good as well. It doesn't grind as well as some other finishes do, but I think it makes up for that with the just overall amount of durability. One drop flow groove pads are excellent. They bind very well. Just doesn't snag, but comes back when you want it to come back. Really nice. Really nice for that. Since there's no side effect, you can kind of fingerspin on this. It's kind of a big cup. That kind of sticks out a little convexed. So it's not the best for finger spins, and especially with the flat ball, like the 10-ball flat bearing in there. It's not the easiest yo-yo to finger spin because if you catch the string on either side, you're gonna get some drag along the response pad if you're horizontal. So yeah, see, like you get some drag along the response pad, but it's you could still do them if you want to put a center track bearing in there. You can totally do finger spins on this. Thumb grind's not going to be that possible. There's a little bit of a lip there, but it's going to be kind of hard to catch. Let's see what I can do here. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a lip there. I wouldn't say this is going to be your favorite yo-yo to thumb grind on. You could do it, though. And, yeah, just, I mean, overall, One Drop puts out a solid product, and I really enjoy the sort of fun, organic floatiness of this yo-yo, but like that extra width is just something that's really nice to me and really comfortable, and I enjoy wider yo-yos, and I enjoy wider yo-yos that aren't very heavy, and this being right around 66 grams, and also being on the wide side is pretty much awesome, and I've been playing it a ton because of how fun and awesome it is. Not exactly a performance-driven yo-yo, but definitely a fun-driven yo-yo, and something that I enjoy playing and I don't really ever want to put down. I just kind of want to keep throwing tricks with it and, you know, just keep trying new stuff and just doing fun stuff with. I also like grinding with wide yo-yos. That's always fun. Regen's good. I regened it backwards. Great. Let's go throw it on the desk. We'll take it apart. We'll do pros and cons. All right, we are back on the desk with the One Drop Gauntlet. So let's go ahead and take this apart. Show you guys what the guts look like. So here we go. As you can see, nice step there before the response pads. One Drop flow groove response is always excellent. Probably my favorite response pad. It just does it right. You know what I mean? It's the right pad for me, and that's really all you can ask for. One Drop 10-ball bearing. Spins quiet, spins smooth, spins nice. I like the One Drop 10-ball bearings. I know it's sort of a like, some people do, some people don't. I like One Drop machining because you can just pull the bearing right out, like just with your hands. And I don't know, it's all good, man. One Drop just does a good job with everything. You pull the bearing out with your hand. That's how precise those bearing seats are machined. Axle there, a little black axle. It's actually pretty long. Pretty standard for One Drop stuff. Very nice. Goes in smooth. It's a nice, just One Drop machining, man. I'm telling you, is like just some of the best. Sean really knows what he's doing, and he's really good at this. So Yeah, perfect. Every time, screws right in. Whoop, perfect. So let's do pros and cons. Pros, $49 for a one drop American-made yo-yo. Even less if you can get an NQP. If you pick them up used, also less. But great value, great bang for the buck. Love one drop stuff. It's excellently machined. I've never had a problem with any of it. It just lasts and is solid and is durable and is just good. Really fun yo-yo. I like the weight distribution. It's sort of very even. There's that little extra ring in there that kind of just gives it that extra little bit of a solid feeling. It's not the stablest, but it's not like tilty. It's not hard to play. It's not a chore to play. It's just fun. It's a fun yo-yo, and it's it's a cool design. Very comfortable to hold in the hand. I like the one drop pyramid finish. Always good. Cup design, everything just looks good. It's just a nice looking yo-yo as well. As far as cons are concerned, I mean, not really many to speak of. Finger spins are tough, but this isn't a finger spin yo-yo. And with the flat bearing in there, you're going to get caught on the response pads a little bit. But you can definitely do finger spins. And if you're one of the guys that switches out the one drop bearings because you don't like flat bearings, you're not going to have any trouble doing finger spins. Thumb grinds are a little tougher, but there's a little lip there to get them. It's just not super easy. I'd say overall maybe the con to this is that it's not like the most performance driven and maybe not the best beginner yo-yo ever, because it's not hard to play, but it's not like super easy to play either. You know what I mean? It's just sort of a floaty fun yo-yo. And I don't think they were going to make it like a beginner's yo-yo, but it's sort of in that like $50 price range. I do think the Vanguard is maybe a little bit of a better yo-yo if you're just getting into one drops than this one is. But this is definitely an awesome one, and I actually really, really like this just because it's kind of a wide O shape, and I've been really into wide O shapes lately. And this really just kind of is different than a lot of the other ones that have come out lately, but also just so fun and such a solid throw. So definitely recommend picking one of these up. They're almost sold out, but maybe One Drop will restock them soon. But check out. There'll be links down in the description for where you can pick some up. And, definitely another win from One Drop. I know it's kind of an older yo-yo, but this one's new to me. I've played a few of them before, but really glad to finally have one in my collection because I really, really like it. But it's going to do it for me today, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell me down in the comments what you think. One Drop Gauntlet. Loving it. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. And I will see you next time.